that. To illustrate, consider what economists call the ultimatum game. In that game, we randomly assign two people to two roles, a proposer and a responder. The proposer gets, say, $100. She can then propose to split the money however she wants with the responder. $100 for her and $0 for the responder, $50 each, or anything in between. The responder hears the proposed split and then can say either yes or no. If the responder says yes, the players both get the proposed split. If the responder says no, both players get nothing. Now think of how perfectly selfish people who care only about themselves and are indifferent to others would play the game. The proposer would offer $99 for herself and $1 for the responder, the bare minimum to incentivize the responder to say yes. The responder prefers $1 to nothing, so he'd accept it. But in reality, around the world, even when lots of money is at stake, the proposer usually offers the responder something closer to an even split. And the responder will normally reject the offer if the split is too unfair, even if that means he loses lots of money, and even if the other player is someone he doesn't know, can't see, and will never interact with in person. Around the world, proposers are disposed to play fair, and responders are disposed to punish a stranger at their own expense for not playing fair. Pure self-interest can't explain how people play this game. Further, the behavioral economist Dan Ariely has conducted a number of experiments designed to measure when people will be honest and when they will cheat. When Ariely gives experimental subjects the chance to cheat for, say, a $2 payoff per instance of cheating, he gets high rates of cheating. Now, what happens if he changes the payoff from $2 to $10? It turns out subjects cheat less. Note that Ariely carefully controls the experiment to ensure that the higher payoff doesn't make students more suspicious they'll get caught. Most people are willing to tell little white lies on the margins, but they don't tell big, hurtful lies quite so easily. They might steal pencils or notebooks from work, but they don't steal laptops. They might be callous or cruel to someone at lunch, but they wouldn't kill him or her, even if they could get away with it. They might cheat for $2 a pop, but not for $10 or $20. What seems to be going on is that we put limits on our self-interested behavior. Some cynical philosophers, economists, or lawyers say that we behave well only because criminal or civil courts threaten to punish us when we don't play by the rules. On the contrary, we constantly have opportunities to cheat each other in small ways or out of small amounts so small it wouldn't make sense to ask for a court to intervene. Consider, if Starbucks defrauded you of $5, you wouldn't sue them. Even if you win, suing them costs you more in time and effort than you'd expect to get back in winning. Yet Starbucks doesn't do this kind of thing. Part of the reason is that they benefit from being seen as honest. Part of the reason is that the people working there don't like ripping off other people. Morality is part of what makes us human, much like the capacity for language. Your parents, guardians, teachers, friends, and mentors didn't teach you to care about right and wrong so much as they helped you apply and refine your basic moral sense. They helped you understand how to use your moral sense in context and reinforced your efforts to do so. But if you didn't already have an innate desire to do the right thing, no amount of schooling, reading, or lecturing would fix that. So, why aren't we all angels? If morality is part of what makes us human, if we have evolved to be moral, then why aren't we all angels? That is,